Hello, I'm Steve. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application. This is a screened in area, and there's basically 5 screens there. We do have a doorway. It does swing inwards, and they are interested in placing 2 additional fans, or 2 fans in total inside the ceiling area here. Right now they do have a single fan, but I believe they're going to remove it. Now, a couple of things they did mention was the fact that they were this is a vinyl ceiling, so I'm not sure how to address that vinyl ceiling issue. I can say though that if it's structurally strong enough and you do meet the clearances to combustibles, there should not be issue with that. Now, that being said, I don't know what the true temperature increase maximum ability of a vinyl roof would be. However, you might want to check with your supplier for that vinyl ceiling, and that would possibly help determine that information. Now, I believe that the ambient temperature around a heater, when clearances are met, let's say the clearance above the heater itself, I believe the temperatures do not raise more than around 90 degrees Fahrenheit above ambient temperature. So that might assist in that information. We do have a a reclining area over here, and then I just put a dining space over here. I'm not quite sure if that's how this is going to be used, but that's what I have here. So let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. You can see outside edge to outside edge, I have 36 feet, and then you can see that I went ahead and just made out each one of the measurements that I was received, given, I should say, by the this particular client. And then you can see also I have this 12.3, 11.4 down below, and then also a couple other measurements inside. And then of course there are some measurements in here as well. The ceiling height that I have is 9 feet off the ground. I do have this ledge here at 8'2", so there is this edge that goes around the 3 sides over there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the screen, only because the screen in room section, because it's easier to maneuver throughout the drawing here. And I'm going to go ahead and place in the heaters as well as the fans. Now, the reason I wanted to do that right away is because I wanted to show that there are different options that you can do with regards to fans and heaters. So first of all, you can see that I've placed 3 heaters here. These are the CD series, so CD 6024, that's 6,000 watt 240 volts at 25 amps. Now, this heater would probably be too hot for this application majority of the time, so I wouldn't recommend this particular heater unless you were to purchase a control system with this heater at least. And I should say at least place a duplex switch on each unit. Duplex switches will allow you to switch one element on, one element off, or both elements on. But that does limit your ability to either produce 3,000 watts or 6,000 watts. Now, I would say 3,000 watts would probably not be hot enough most of the time. So I would probably prefer either a 4,000 or a control system on this particular application. Now, going back to the dimensions I have here, so this fan here that I have is a 5-foot fan. You can see this inside circle here that represents a 4-foot, 5-foot, and then the outside would represent the 6-foot fan. Now, it's pretty clear that once I put the clearances to combustibles on below the heater, you can see that I'm not maintaining the clearances here. So even with the 4-foot fan, I am touching that, so I'd have to actually move the heater further to the left or further to the right on this side here in order to accomplish that with a 4-foot fan. Now, if I went with a 5-foot fan or 6-foot fan, I probably would be penetrating this area over here. So I'm not going to recommend doing that. Now, if you were to place the heaters, let's say just 2 units instead of the 3, and place the 2 units outside and move the fans a little bit closer, I'm not quite sure you'd want to do that, but that would be the only way you can really accomplish even getting close to enough heat. Now, what you can do, however, is you could take this bracket here. This is a OEM bracket that comes with the unit. You can get the extended bracket and lower the heater so that the physical heater itself, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, is below the height of the fan itself. So you can see here I just barely have it below the fan, if at all, but that you can see what I'm trying to come to is that I'm trying to lower the fan. So right now it's at 10 3 1/4, and you can see here 11 1/4 is that height. So I am still off here a little bit, obviously. But if we were to lower the heater and you know, get it to that location, let's just say go another 2 inches, let's say, then we have met the clearances to combustibles below the heater. So this would be the below the heater clearances. There are clearances above the heater at 6 inches, and you can see with the 6 inches all the way around, we're meeting that, it looks like. I think we might be penetrating this just ever so slightly. So yeah, we probably need to come another inch away to the left here. Now, another way to accomplish this is by getting the extended bracket. There's a 2, a 4, and a 6-inch extended bracket. And then also, if you just went with, like, let's say a 4 or a 2 rather, and you needed 2 1/8, you could put a block or something on top of here and attach it to the ceiling so that you have that extra space that allow you to get the elevation that you're truly looking for. So that would be what my recommendation would be. I don't recommend placing the heaters on this edge due to the fact that we have the screened in mesh, and most screened in meshes have some sort of nylon in that, and when you have a nylon mesh and you have a heater real close to it, you'll probably destroy that at some point pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and look at the I'm going to actually move this back here real quick. Let's see. 1 second. So there's the heater back in its position, and so again we have to decide what type of fan you'd want and what kind of clearances that you're looking for and what height that you're willing to go with on that. Let's go ahead and look at the overall footprint of heat. You can see again the 6,000 watt unit is made for a little bit of a higher application, so that's why I said before that you really need to have some sort of control system, because this penetration here in the normal seating height is really too hot. I've actually had some comments about the heat and my willingness to put in much more heaters than is required. Some people would appreciate the additional amount of heat, and some people wouldn't, but I always say that more heat is better than not enough heat. You can always turn off heaters or lower the temperatures, but you can't raise it higher than what you possibly have at this point. So all right, in any case, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and again, please tap that like button. We do not advertise. We are not monetized. Therefore, YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from you, and we truly appreciate that. Have an excellent day.